Part 1, the knocking begins. Every night, it started the same way. A faint knock at the front door, so soft it could almost be the wind. But when the doorbell finally rang, the truth waiting on the other side was more horrifying than they ever imagined. The Ramirez family thought they'd struck gold when they inherited Great-Grandma Lily's old Victorian house. A massive home with creaky floors, vintage charm, and more space than they'd ever had before. It felt like a fresh start, a place to build new memories. But some doors once opened can never be shut. From the first night, the house felt off. The kids, Maya and Ethan, both complained about hearing strange noises, scraping sounds in the attic, footsteps when no one was upstairs. At first, their parents brushed it off. Old houses creak, right? But then came the knocking. It started at 11:07 p.m. on the dot every night. 3 faint, deliberate taps on the heavy wooden door. Mr. Ramirez would open it, expecting a stray neighbor, maybe some pranksters. But every time, nothing. Just the empty front porch and the cold night air. By the 5th night, Maya asked her dad, "Why do they only knock at night?" He didn't have an answer, but the question lingered in his mind. The knocking didn't stop. In fact, it got louder. Sometimes it was 3 knocks. Sometimes it stretched on for minutes. Ethan started crying himself to sleep, saying he didn't want to live there anymore. Maya refused to leave her room after sunset. That's when the doorbell started ringing. At first, it rang just once, late at night. But on the second night, it rang at 3:15 a.m., then again at 4:02 a.m. The family was rattled. Mr. Ramirez tried disconnecting the chime, but even with the batteries out, the ringing continued. So they did what anyone in their situation might do. They installed a doorbell camera. They figured they'd catch whoever was behind the pranks and finally put an end to the madness. But what the camera recorded that first night wasn't a prank. The footage was blurry at first. A shadow appeared just beyond the porch, moving unnaturally, almost jerky, like something out of an old horror film. Then the shadow stepped closer. It wasn't a person. It wasn't even human. Want to see what the Ramirez family saw? Watch Part 2 for the chilling truth captured by their doorbell cam.